Hey everyone, what is going on? So I have another showcase for you today in the Open Great League, taking a look at a triple shadow team. So this shadow team is going to feature Machamp, Swampit, and guess what? Mewtwo. Let's go. So yes, we recently had shadow raids, but if you participated in the shadow raid, you can't get Mewtwo below 1500 for the Great League. The only way to get Mewtwo, Shadow Mewtwo, or Mewtwo in general, for the Great League, at least as of right now, is to do a Giovanni battle when it was available, when he had Mewtwo. And that's the only way to get it. You know, they had it a few times, but yeah, so very cool. I kept mine for the Great League. Haven't used it, but either way, let's go ahead and dive right into these battles and see what we got going on for us. We're going to see a shield from that Altaria, and the Altaria is going to throw the energy. Really, really awesome there. So that's going to KO. Out comes Machamp. Machamp's trying to get to this rock side. Now, first of all, this is a Shadow Shiny, which is really cool. Nice Pokemon to have, right? Will the rock slide KO? It will not, but it will come close. You still have two shields. Just going to let it go. Just going to rely on Mewtwo, I guess, to win this with two shields. Shadow Mewtwo, of course, is really glassy in the Great League, but it's also very powerful. So two Side Strikes. Actually going to go for the Focus Blast. Let's see if Focus Blast is enough to KO. I was thinking two Side Strikes, but Focus Blast is enough anyway to one-shot it, which makes sense, but good game, well played. Let's move ahead into the next battle. So yeah, if you have shields with Shadow Mewtwo, even in the Master League, you know, shields, or if your opponent is out of shields, it's amazing. I mean, we see it in the Master League, right? And now we're seeing it in the Great League. Very cool. So this Swampit will be able to get off the Hydro Cannon. Will the Toxicroak decide to commit a shield? They will, but Swampit has two, so it's going to be able to get to another one. So Toxicroak might actually double up. It does double up. Can you make it? Come on. Oh, you barely can't. Oh, man, they actually found that you actually don't make it. So Machamp is coming in right now. So the Lantern is going to go ahead and go for an attack. Surf going to do a lot. Probably going to save that shield for that Shadow Mewtwo. Again, I mean, Shadow Mewtwo really needs shields, right? Especially in the Great League. More so than the Master League. But, okay, they throw an attack, that's good. So now you could probably Psycho Cut down with the Mewtwo before the Lantern gets to an attack, I would imagine. No, they barely get to it, but, I mean, you have to shield it. I mean, this would probably KO it, right? So, does the Toxicroak have an attack? Oh, they win CMP? Okay, I'm actually surprised. I thought Mewtwo would pretty much win CMP against everything. But I guess not against that. But the Galarian Stunfisk is coming in. This is going to KO the Galarian Stunfisk. But the Toxicroak is going to be able to counter that. Okay, well played. Well played. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. I wasn't sure if Mewtwo could get the Psycho Cut down because it's double super effective towards the Toxicroak. Swampit into Machamp. So another fighter in the lead. Machamp is going to go ahead and go for the Cross Chop. You do see the Swampit shielding. All these Pokemon are really glassy, especially in their shadow forms, right? So all three of these Pokemon really do benefit from having a shield. So able to get off another Hydro Cannon. Will the opponent double up like we saw with the Toxicroak? They will not double up, so that is going to KO the Machamp. So out comes Azu. Going to be able to get to the Hydro. Yeah, you can't make it to the Earthquake, unfortunately. So... but let's see if the opponent thinks it's an Earthquake. No, they do not. Okay, so out comes Machamp, which is not really ideal, but gonna go ahead and shield this. It's a play rough. That would KO the Shadow Machamp. So gonna go ahead and farm up and go for the Rock Slide. This Machamp is gonna get off this Rock Slide. Will the Azu shield though? They will shield. Okay, just gonna sacrifice the Machamp. Yeah, I mean you don't want to catch on the Shadow Mewtwo, right? Its Ice Beam actually doesn't KO. But the Mewtwo is coming in. Mewtwo will be able to get off this Side Strike. This is going to easily KO. But let's see what's in the back. Will Mewtwo outpace whatever's in the back, and will it beat whatever's in the back? Let's find out. It's going to be a Charizard. Oh my gosh, going for the Side Strike. It's a Dragon Breath Charizard as well. This has got to KO the Charizard. Easy, right? Easy KO. Yeah, I mean, Mewtwo is going to KO almost anything. Alright, moving on. Another Toxicroak in the lead from the opponent. Okay. We'll see if it plays out the same way as the previous Toxicroak user. So, probably going to commit the shield, as we do see the shield from the Swampit. Going to be that Mud Bomb, of course. So now we're going to go ahead and go for back-to-back Hydro Cannons. Will the Toxicroak double up? Like we saw previously, they do shield the first one. I do expect them to double up, but I guess we'll see. Okay, now, you're not going to be able to make it. Yeah, you're not going to be able to make it. So out comes the Mewtwo. Mewtwo can farm down, but it might have to shield this if it doesn't want to take the damage. Oh, it's Sludge Bomb, really good shield. And you're going to be able to farm down. I'm surprised the opponent didn't switch because that gave Mewtwo energy. Skarmory coming in, a Focus Blast, easy KO. Psy Strike probably wouldn't KO. I mean, it's going to be resisted, right? So you definitely want to go for the Focus Blast. This is good at KO. What's in the back? Did Danny get to the Psy Strike? Yep, able to get off the Psy Strike. Absolutely incredible. So this Psy Strike probably picks up the knockout. It does pick up the knockout. That's how powerful Shadow Mewtwo is. Moving on to the next one. Wow, these battles, I'm telling you. Okay. Oh, Mewtwo in the lead this time. Okay. So, yeah, just going to charge up and throw the Psy Strike. Now, this probably doesn't one-shot the Azu, unless this is a non-XL Azu. Yeah, it doesn't one-shot it. Even if it's a non-XL one, it probably wouldn't one-shot it, right? Because Azu is so tanky, but it does do a lot of damage. We do see a shield there. And now the switch into Galarian Stunfisk. Gonna go ahead and go straight for that Focus Blast. If you're the Stunfisk, you gotta shield, otherwise this KOs. Oh, I felt that one through the computer screen. Oh my gosh. That is incredible. That Mewtwo just absolutely destroyed that Stunfisk. Oh man, that was spicy right there. That was really fun to watch. Will the Swampit farm down? Can it farm down? Oh, it can barely farm down. Oh my gosh, so much energy. A Hitmonchan in the back. The opponent will concede. Good game. Okay, we do have a Pelipper in the lead. Pelipper does get it to its moves pretty fast, but we actually see a switch into Scrafty. Gonna charge up and then... Okay... I thought we'd see a switch into Machamp, but not quite yet. Mewtwo is going to go ahead and take this Power Punch, go for an attack, and then if they shield switch out, I guess, into the Machamp, because Machamp also wants to avoid the Pelipper as well. They do shield it. So now we see the Machamp come in. Going to go ahead and shield this one. Foul Play is resisted. I don't think they go for Foul Play, yeah. So, probably didn't have to shield that, but, well, I mean... Machamp is really glassy. All these Pokemon, as I said, are glassy. So you it's kind of a tough situation. But if the Pelipper comes in now, at least you could Rock Slide it and get the final shield. If they don't shield, it's going to be enough to KO it. So they will shield. Yeah, they do shield. And the Pelipper will farm down. Unfortunately, Mewtwo is not going to be able to make it to an attack. Unless if they go for the farm down. They are going for the farm down. They needed to throw that Weather Ball. Because now Mewtwo gets off the Psy Strike. And this is going to KO that Pelipper. That is huge. And, oh, okay, it's game over now. So now, if you're the Swampit, which you are, this Shadow Swampit, so much damage. So out comes this Hydro Cannon that does not KO. I don't think an Earthquake KOs this Stunfisk. Or not the Stunfisk, but the Swampit, and it barely doesn't, but it's actually a tie. It's actually a tie. Good game, well played. Moving on to the next one. Swampit back in the lead, and it's good. It's a good thing it is in the lead because Charizard's in the lead from the opponent. Okay, Poliwrath coming in. Okay, not going into the Mewtwo. I thought maybe we'd see the Mewtwo come in, but gonna go ahead and maybe throw an attack and then switch. Yeah, throwing the Earthquake and then probably gonna go ahead and pivot into the Mewtwo just to get a shield from the opponent. And it does pick up the shield. Okay, staying in. That's also a bubble. Poliwrath. Gonna go ahead and go for the Hydro Cannon right now. You kind of want to save this Swampit. But able to get both shields, so that's totally worth it. I mean, Mewtwo is gonna KO the Charizard anyway with Psy Strike, so I guess that's fine, but you do lose switch there. Rock Slide would KO the Charizard. Mewtwo is coming in. Gonna go ahead and shield this one up. Could have thrown the Psy Strike to get rid of the Poliwrath. But are we going to see a farm down? Definitely not. Going to see an over farm. We see a Universe Stunfisk coming in. This Mewtwo is debuffed. Will this be enough to KO? Probably barely not. Oh, actually, yeah, it doesn't KO at all. Did less than I thought, but it was also debuffed. Okay, we do see this Machamp coming in. That's a Muddy Water Stunfisk. Of course, these are early battles, right? Which is totally fine. Machamp is going to go ahead and throw this attack. Charizard's coming in, probably. But the Rock Slide will KO, so they have to throw an attack. And they don't throw an attack. Okay, Machamp is going to be able to get off this Rock Slide. You love to see it. That is easily going to KO. And Poliwrath is coming in, and Poliwrath will go down to the Machamp, and that is going to be a great submission. Thank you so much for sharing your battle experience with us. Really enjoyed those one-shots from the Shadow Mewtwo. Absolutely incredible. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.